Good morning, Adrian from HR Business Coach. For the last year, I've been travelling up and down the country, speaking with business owners at seminars and really talking to them about problems in the business, but also about the upcoming changes in the Employment Rights Bill. One of the changes that we highlighted was some amendments to the sexual harassment laws. And basically, a lot of the companies hadn't even started to put things in place in terms of risk assessments for sexual harassment, let alone third-party risk assessments. So it really staggered me the amount of businesses that hadn't done this. It was every single seminar we did, there was probably one business in there that had taken the right steps towards this. It's such an important piece of legislation. It's something that will cost you a lot of money if you get bitten by it. And if something happens. So one of the big questions that arose really was, what do we do? How do we put things in place for a risk assessment for sexual harassment? And some of the most important things are things like the reporting channels and the training. Okay, so you've got to make people aware of what's appropriate, what's not in the workplace. That's all part of you documenting evidence that you've taken reasonable steps, which the law asks you to do, reasonable and practicable steps to prevent this from happening. So, training around the workplace culture, what's acceptable, what's not, what constitutes sexual harassment. This can also fall into things like discrimination, etc. in addition, and all these different areas are protected characteristics. They're things that will cause you a lot of pain should you end up in tribunal and end up being found against you. So we need to lay out the training, and that has to go to all levels of people. So this has to supersede C-level. So there's no hierarchy within a business regarding sexual harassment. You have to treat everyone the same. One of the most important things aside from that is going to be the inclination of a reporting channel. So a reporting channel needs to be a few things. So you need to have one that practices an open reporting channel where somebody can go and talk to a line manager, or somebody can talk to someone more senior in the business about something that's happened in the business, and that can be dealt with appropriately. Or it could also be anonymous. So you need to have an anonymous channel. This is a real feeling, and something we stressed and spoke with many businesses about, because if it's a director, if it's somebody more senior, very often people will not report it. They will just put up with it because they're in fear of their jobs, or they will walk away from the business feeling uncomfortable, and that's a real shame as well, because you might lose some decent people off the back of that as a result. So this is what I said about hierarchy can't exist in this case. It has to be an open channel where somebody could report the owner of the business, for instance, if they wanted to for behaving inappropriately. And it's hugely important for a business to get this right. In terms of third-party risk assessments, this became apparent in addition that people really did not understand what they could do. How can I prevent somebody from another building or another workplace, or who comes into my workplace, from behaving inappropriately? So things like signage are quite good. So if you ever go into a medical centre or you go into a bar these days, there's always a sign on the bar top or the reception saying, we do not tolerate any forms of abusive behaviour or language towards our staff. Okay, so that's one thing. You're being reasonable, practicable. You're showing that you're putting measures in place, so that if you do have an incident and it's reported, you can say, well, actually, we've taken all these measures. This is what we've done, this is what we've written down, this is the training that we undertake. And training never ends, it has to be repeated over and over again. So all these different areas are so important. In terms of risk assessment, you have to identify what the flashpoints are, where the areas are that potentially things could happen. So it may be that you have lone workers who are going into different buildings, or they're going into different environments where there may be some inappropriate language or behaviour. And it's making that workplace aware, in addition of you won't tolerate your staff being treated that way, or asking what their sexual harassment policies are. I apologise for the interruption. So all in all, if you want some help with the sexual harassment policy, please do get in touch. I'd be delighted to have a chat with you about that. All these policies, like I say, can be included in discrimination policies in addition, all these different key factors that you need to look at. There's unlimited claims on some of these policies, so getting it right is so important for your business. It could ruin your business ultimately. Get in touch, let's have a chat, not just about this one policy in particular, but every policy that you might need to have in place. And remember, as I always retort, that you need to have the practical measures backing up the policies. There's no use having something written down if you don't live by it on a day-to-day basis within the business. Thank you very much for your time this morning. As always, contact me on WhatsApp, +44 735 9 172 432. I look forward to speaking again soon. Thank you.